Okay everyone, today you are going to do the poured part of your silhouette. So if you're not done cutting, you're going to cut first. Then I'm going to give you a piece of cardboard. You're going to write your name and code on the back of your cardboard, like that. You're going to leave the cardboard and your cut silhouette at your table, and you're going to get a yucky paper, leave that at your table as well. Then you're going to come over here to the long table I have set up with tons of different acrylic paint, and I have different kinds of glitter glue over here. So there's lots of options for you. Over here you're going to get three things. You're going to get a little 2-ounce cup, a paper plate, and a craft stick. And I'm trying to do all this one-handed, so forgive me. Okay, so you're going to get a little glob of gel medium. So you're going to use the craft stick. You're going to get out a glob of gel medium, and you want the gel medium to go at the bottom of the 2-ounce cup. Sorry, I know I'm everywhere right now. Hang on. I'm not very good with the one-handed thing. Okay, so you want it to be at the bottom of it. It doesn't have to be smooth at the bottom. It just needs to be at the bottom. Okay, so then I'm keeping my craft stick. I have the gel medium at the bottom. Okay, then I'm gonna layer paint like an ogre. Ogres have layers, onions have layers, paint has layers. So I don't want to mix up the paint at all. I want it to keep it in layers. I want it, your silhouette is black, so I want to use light colors if possible. So I'm gonna put some yellow, maybe some, let's see what color, maybe some red glue. Glue open. No, it was not. Is the glue clogged? Sorry, while I operate on the glue bottle. There we go. There's some glue. When you're using the glue, you want your glue to be less than 25% or less. Because if you have too much glue, it will cause it not to run, and we want it to run and flow. Okay, maybe some pink. And I put all these in bottles. It's just acrylic paint, but I put it in these bottles to make it easier to squeeze, so you can do your layers easier. Maybe some orange. I'm trying to do all colors that'll kind of go together. Really hard to do with one hand. Have I said that? Yeah, I have. Let's see here. There we go. I know you can't see, but I'm getting some orange finally. That's okay if your layers aren't perfect. Okay. Let's see, maybe some gold glitter glue. But you want to fill it almost to the top, because you need almost 2 whole ounces. Oh my goodness. This whole one-handed business is not for me. And let's finish it off with, let's see. Ooh, let's do some light orange. And like I said, you can do whatever colors you want. But again, I would stick with the lighter of the colors. Or if you do dark colors, it's okay to do some dark colors, but mix them in with some light colors so that it stands out. All right. Once you have it pretty much filled to the top, but not quite, you're going to not mix it. Do not stir it. Whatever you do, you're going to come back to your table. Okay. And on, not the side that has your name, but the other side, you're going to put the other side on top, and you're going to simply turn it over. And I'm going to set that on there, and I'm going to wait about 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to wait about 2 minutes. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow all the colors to kind of seep down on their own. You can kind of tap on it while you wait. But if I scoop it out and I use my stick to get it all out, then what's going to happen is I'm going to mix up the colors in doing that. But if I wait and let them kind of just fall on their own, then I'm going to get more of a swirl effect than I would if I waited, or then if I scrape it out. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes, so hang on. Okay, now I'm back and it's been 2 minutes. I'm going to pull this cup off. Most of my paint is, well, that didn't really work out very good, but I wasn't tapping on it. Unfortunately, I went and cleaned up the room a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to scoop out the rest of the paint, trying not to mix it, just scooping around the edges, pushing it out of my thing. Okay, then I'm going to set these off to the side. And next I'm just going to try to get it moved around the board by tapping the board. And this takes patience. You can tap the table, tap it on the table. Try not to let it fall off the edges. You want to do the edges last, because if you get a big glob off of the edges, then you lose a lot of your paint all at once. Your hands are going to get messy, that's okay. See the swirls, it looks good. Now I'm ready to get to my edges. That's why the paper plate's there. It's okay if it gets on the paper plate. If you have bald spots you can't get it to, you can scoop up from the paper plate, put it on there, and then wiggle it around from there. You can go at an angle, whatever you need to do to get the whole thing covered. Okay? Once you have the whole thing covered, which I'll stop so that way you can have more work time, but once you get the whole thing covered, you're going to go wash your hands, because your hands will look like mine. Then you're going to take this, put it on your yucky paper, throw the cup in the trash, wash your hands. After your hands are nice and clean, you're going to take your design and you're going to put the pencil side down on your design. And if you need to, you're going to go over by the sink and get a Q-tip and use a Q-tip to push down any loose parts that are popping up. But you want to make sure all your design is done before you start that step, so all the edges are covered in. If you absolutely cannot get it all covered in, you can kind of push the paint a little bit. But we don't want to paint this in. If we paint this in, we lose the swirl design. We want that swirl design. We want that effect. Okay? Alright, so once you're done, this stuff goes in the trash. Wash hands. Put your silhouette face down with the pencil side down on there, and then this with the yucky paper goes on the drying rack. Your name's already on the back of the cardboard, so you should be good to go. Bye!